43% of students got this correct in 2025. Let's take a look at why. When educators understand how something is going to be tested, we can better align our instruction and plan without teaching to the test. There are 3 questions for this standard. Let's look at one of them. The Texas paintbrush is a native Texas wildflower. The roots of this plant can pull needed water and nutrients from the root systems of nearby plants. Which statement describes another way that this interaction between the Texas paintbrush and other plants helps the Texas paintbrush survive in its environment? Let's break down what's being asked here. The information they're giving us is that this plant can take water and nutrients from other nearby plants. So not only is it taking water and nutrients, it's doing something else. So which statement describes another way that this interaction between the Texas paintbrush and other plants helps it survive in its environment? So we're looking for another way that helps the Texas paintbrush survive in its environment. Let's take a look at these answer choices. A says the Texas paintbrush is protected from animals that feed on plants. B says the Texas paintbrush slows the growth of nearby plants so that it has plenty of room to grow. C, the Texas paintbrush grows during different times of the year than nearby plants do. D, the Texas paintbrush increases its attractiveness to bees and other pollinators that help it reproduce. The correct answer for this one is B. However, the most commonly selected incorrect answer was D. The reason A does not work is because it doesn't show that there's any sort of interaction between the Texas paintbrush and other plants that protect it from animals. The reason it's not C is that this is not going to change the growing season of the plant. And in the photo, it's showing other plants that bloom with it next to the Texas paintbrush. The most commonly selected incorrect answer was D, and the reason that is not correct is because there's no indication that the interaction between this plant and other plants increases its attractiveness to pollinators. The answer is B, because taking nutrients from the roots of other plants is going to slow their growth and leave more room for this plant to grow. I highly recommend checking out released questions before you begin a unit so that you can understand what students are going to be expected to do and the level of reasoning they're going to be expected to have.